Alright, yesterday I was pretty pissed off after crawling underneath this truck, routing and snaking through that CB antenna cable and mounting the antenna. The antenna mount turned out excellent, right? We'll get back to this in a second, but I ran it through that little cubby hole right there, as you can see. Goes in between the truck bed and the cab, underneath the truck, back up under the carpet. I had to pull this carpet back a little bit. There's a little plastic thing you can drill through. So I took the hole saw, drilled through there. It's all weather protected, don't worry about that. Goes up underneath there, and the cable goes in there. And right now, this truck is inside the garage, and I'm picking up Channel 2 weather station alerts, National Weather Service, right? And got it plugged in to the 12-volt power socket right there. Turn that down a little bit, which goes into this module here. This is a mono 3.5 millimeter to stereo, and this wire goes into this little Anchor Bluetooth speaker into aux input right here. Now I can also plug this wire into the center console aux and hear it through the truck's hi-fi system if I want to go that way, but I can't listen to music and listen to the CB radio at the same time if I do that. So the problem I found is this is the PL259 connector CB radio plug end, and got my meter out, and it was shorted. I was like, okay, basic troubleshooting. Why is it shorted? What the hell is going on here? So what I did is I went back here to the antenna and disconnected it, and it was open. It was good. I was like, okay, great. Mounted it back down there, and it shorted again. I was like, what the hell's going on? You know what happened was that when I took this off the old truck, this antenna in this L bracket here, I must have lost the frickin' spacer. There's a plastic isolator spacer that goes in between here so you don't short out the antenna. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It was that simple. It was just a frickin' spacer washer, isolator washer. You know, plastic little thing, right? It says right in here, but I got it on the underside of this, and it works perfectly. You can put it on the top and put it on the bottom, but you gotta make sure you isolate. So I'm gonna have to get a new one of these guys with the correct spacer in there. I've got to make sure I have some makeshift ones that I put in there, and it works fine. I got this down as tight as I can, but yeah, this antenna is good. It hits the when I pull into the garage, it hits right there, but that's no big deal. No big deal. It's not gonna hurt it. It just barely nicks it. But it looks like it's going to work out really, really good. But it was just, the problem was the spacer. It wasn't the cable. It was the frickin' spacer that I forgot to put in there. Now I have it transmit. You don't want to transmit inside the garage here. Not a good idea. But I ended up ordering a SWR meter because I couldn't find my old one, and another cable. So I may have to do a return on the cable. But then I can test the SWR and see how much forward power I'm getting with this Cobra handheld unit right here. And I'm not quite sure where I'm going to. Let me put it on CB. Yep. Yeah, see, I'm getting good grass now. A little bit of interference with the solar stuff because I'm here in the garage, but the sound is plenty loud through this little speaker. And I'm not quite sure where I'm going to mount it in the center here. Fine 12 volts type deal, but I just want to make this handy. I can get to it, and probably just lay it right in there somewhere. But I just thought I'd share that with you. I was definitely frickin', it was a good find. Now I don't have to go underneath the truck and reroute a CB antenna 50 ohm cable. Alright, hope this helps out the next guy. See you next time.